Life is complete chaos. Like, I feel as if in my experience I've learned that I just need to experience everything. And in experiencing everything, I just learn more about myself. Like, everybody always has some truth to say. I like to share my thoughts because I think that, like, I always remember what my papa said to me one time, where he will go off on like random tangents about his life philosophy, and like his own experiences of his life that he wants to share. But he said to me one time that I know I can ramble, I know I can just talk, but I can't help it. If I learn something that I think is helpful to other people, I can't help but share it. And that's how I feel too. I feel as if I am in a continuous process of learning everything, that I just want to share it. And honestly, sharing is how we connect. Everything that I know and learned was taught to me or pulled out of me, however you want to view it, by other people, and the ability to experience what others experience. Like, that's a bit of a double-edged sword, because you can't fully experience what other people experience because you're not them, but you can try to empathize and relate to and learn about their experience, which you can then take into your wider life. Like, I feel like reading books is a wonderful way to do that, because people have their stories, they tell their stories, and then we go and interact with the world after experiencing those stories. Like Thomas King in The Truth About Stories, A Native Narrative. I can't remember the exact quote, but at the end of each lecture or chapter, because it's also like a recorded lecture you can find online, he says, "You've heard my story. Don't go living your life as if you haven't." And yeah, like every single interaction, every single second of the day changes us and warps us, and we move forward with those new lessons in our lives, which, like, we need time to integrate and look at and reflect on those experiences and how they actually impact and affect us. I feel as if when we're taking in too much information or doing just like going, we're not giving ourselves the time and space to understand just what it is that we're going through. And sometimes like that just happens naturally. It has to be a experience of just getting through that experience. Like, say you're going through school, you're going through a breakup, you can't fully really like reflect on those experiences as you're going through them. You have to allow them to pass, and then you can look at them. I think in my life I can get lost in like analyzing and overthinking about what's happening as it's happening, which then takes me out of the experience. Like, derealization is a weird thing. I've been talking to a few friends about that, and for some people it is a scary experience, not feeling as if you're present in your life. But I feel as if through my experiences I've reached some level of like constant derealization, because and like this comes with like spiritualism and like existentialism, and kind of what I'm saying about like seeing so many different perspectives and experiences, that all of this around me, like, I can't prove it. I can't prove my experience to you, and you can't prove your experience to me. We can just share what our experiences are, which gets muddied because we're all on the same planet in our own worlds. Which I hope makes sense, because we all have our own interpretation. Like, I look at an orange, you see an apple, type of deal. So, yeah, realization or derealization just comes from accepting or not accepting your world. And sometimes you can control that, sometimes you can't control that, and that causes us to go seek out help. Like, even in my mind, like, there's so much. I'm feeling like a mountain of stipulations and side things that go into all of this, because I consider all of the positionalities that will view this and take it in their own way, which kind of like, you're going to take away from this what you want to take away from it. I'm just going to say what I want to say, and I know what my truth is, but the way you view my truth is going to create your truth. But with realization or depersonalization, or whatever word you want to use for it, I think for me, I've just accepted that I can't fully believe the world, and that one day I am going to die and I may be in a completely different world. I don't know. I think just like accepting the unacceptable gives you a lot of peace in your life and allows you to see past a lot of the bullshit. But a lot of the bullshit you can't see past, you can't accept, you do accept. It's completely relative to the individual and is ever changing. The analogy I've been using for like the self and like feeling wholly in yourself is kind of like a rug with a wrinkle in it. You go and you step on the wrinkle, and then the wrinkle moves and pops up somewhere else, and that's you trying to be like pinpointing yourself and trying to be like, yes, this is me, this is how I operate in the world. Because you can't, because as soon as you go and you assert that, yes, this is me, it shifts and it changes, and that's completely natural. You can't stay who you are forever. I feel as if, like, in terms of authenticity, I've been exploring just like who I am truly, and I think who I am truly is just somebody who wants to talk about deep topics, connect emotionally, be open and vulnerable with other people, and allow them the space to do that too. I'm very thankful for that, because a lot of people have said they feel comfortable being around me, and like that I create a safe space for them to open up, which is like just a absolute blessing that I'm able to do that for people. And like people do that for me too. Like the only reason I can do that for other people is because I do that for myself and show up as myself, but also allowing them to do that and like seeing them for who they are, not seeing them for how I think they should be operating within the world. Like if somebody tells me something about like what they did, I can't like sit there and judge them for doing it. I can just sit there and listen to what they're doing and offer my perspective on it. Because like you don't have to agree with everybody. No one's ever going to agree on anything. But we can work together to find an equilibrium and just share our perspectives. And by sharing our perspectives, we can create a more homogenous mind and society, or we allow people to go off and be themselves. Like it's such a tricky challenge in sharing space on this planet. But that's what we do every single day. We're just learning how to share this space and how we want to operate and move within this space. Like so many people think that they can determine who is allowed this space and who is allowed to operate within this space. But we're all born on this planet together, and that is such a ignorant worldview to take. Like, be kind and loving to each other, but don't force it upon other people to see it that way or be that way.